Hello, welcome on in. It is so great to have you here. Mothman Centaur with the first. Congratulations. Thank you for hanging out here, Mothman. And yeah, you're dead right. I too really need to update that schedule time. It's crazy the things that just kind of you forget even exist, being down there. Oh, and there's Blades. Good to see you. Welcome in, folks. Hope you're doing well. I hope that life is treating you guys well. You made it to a stream. Absolutely, you did. How you been doing, man? How's life been going? Hope you've been doing well as well, Mothman. And it's good to hear from you both. Thanks for jumping in. We're going to be checking out Disfigure tonight. This is something that Blades brought up in a previous stream, probably a month or more ago with the rate that we're going. This is a free roguelite that has 3,665 overwhelmingly positive reviews. So I'm excited to see what all is going on here. Just seeing dinner, nice. Good times, good times. So, I mean, this is a very simple menu screen. There's not even like any art. It's just effects, right? We just got like cellular noise with some other noise on top of it to bring in the lighting, and then the bokehs. Like, that's a super simple effect that they're doing here. It works. I wouldn't mind a subject or two in here, right? We're not really getting foreground, middle ground, background here, but it's atmospheric. Our typographic logo, Colossus Part 2, don't really know what that means. Maybe it's an update for it or something. Like, hey, this is the Colossus Part 2 update. I don't know. And then we've got our menu options here. We got play, leaderboards, settings, credits, quit. As always, I'm always going to advocate for chunking. So throwing like credits and settings into their own section, quit into its own section. Leaderboards, does it need to be a main menu like whole thing, or can it be like an icon somewhere else? I don't know. Let's get into it. We got a big weapon selection with more coming soon. Okay. So I do like how it's distinctive that, hey, white is very clearly like enabled, gray is not enabled. Looks like there's quite a lot of different weapons available. So we've got very basic readout here: bullet damage, fire rate, bullet size, bullet speed. This is just simple gradients, nothing a whole lot really special going on here. I do like that we get specific numbers on top of the gradients. Sometimes you might be tempted to get rid of the numbers in order to make the onboarding a little bit easier, but it's nice that they're there for people who want a little bit more information. Then we have these perks. Don't know what they are. Can't seem to click on any. I don't know what green means or not. Enemies outside of any vision move 30% slower. Oh. And fire rate plus 50%. Interesting. Okay, well, we seem to have no currency, so big floating next button. Very tiny little back button. Yeah, I mean, nothing out of here is, gonna like blow your socks off, but it works just fine. It works. Once again, just to show, like, you don't need amazing visuals in order to sell something. Sure, this is very stylized to a certain degree, but like nothing here is outrageously stylized, right? Like, this is all pretty within people's ability to execute on, kind of no matter who you are. The big thing is information architecture. Are the things that are big the most important things? Are the things that are small the less important things? That's going to carry you really far. Okay. Kill a boss to unlock mutations menu. Okay. Or click the randomize button. All right, we'll play the way it's supposed to be, and we'll move next. Select map. Okay. Complete map 1 on any difficulty to unlock, and more coming soon. Great. Select difficulty. We'll do normal. Seems like that's the base format here. Okay. Big word vomit on the bottom of the screen. That's kind of a lot to digest, but was shoot. Toggle, switch vision mode. Oh! Okay. So we can hold in left click in order to keep shooting. I don't have to click a whole bunch. I always appreciate that. Leveling up. Once again, very basic screen. We got our options over here, and then like the details section with trees of upgrades. I like that. I'm a big fan of divergent upgrades. That's great. Let's go ahead and take a look. So killing an enemy will spawn a laser. Seems cool. Enemies revealed in vision take more damage. Less interesting immediately. More bullet damage, bigger bullets. On death, enemies will explode into 2 smaller projectiles of whatever killed them. I like that it's of whatever killed them. That immediately gets my brain going of like, oh, so like if a laser killed it, then it splits into 2 smaller lasers, right? You start to see immediately really interesting stuff can start popping off. Love it. Gain 3 snares that rotate around you, dealing bullet damage to enemies on contact. Doesn't work on bosses? That's weird. Okay, let's go with guided laser. Seems cool. Great, choose. I don't like that I have to hold in right click to get this like bigger vision. Lasers popping off though. So why is everything not giving me lasers is a question I have. Every 5 kills, fire a plasma charge on your next shot that deals 15 damage every second to enemies revealed in vision. What? Just to everything that's revealed in your vision? Every 6 kills, create a current flowing where you're aiming, dealing 30% bullet damage every 0.2 seconds. 6 kills creates a current flowing where you're aiming, dealing 30% bullet damage. Interesting. So it's just like you blast out like a laser sort of thing. Okay. Guided laser emits a large damaging zone which lasts for the duration. So what are my upgrade paths here? Slowing, pulls in experience, and it's a thin wave of light, like a bigger area of effect. Or larger area effect and have 3 lasers that hit half as frequently, and then 5 lasers, but you deal a lot less damage with the bullets. Okay, interesting. I mean, let's just go lasers, right? Spoiler, you can upgrade both splits to max. Oh, interesting. See, I wouldn't have assumed that. I would have assumed we're picking a path here. Interesting. I wonder how they could make that a little more clear, that it's an exclusive upgrade. Or it's not exclusive, rather. Interesting. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. I don't want to, like, get too bogged down. What was that? Toggle auto fire. Oh, heck yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. So they're super invisible if you can't see them. All right. Ricochet rounds, wind up strike over 1.5 seconds until you shoot, bullet damage increase. Okay, so you don't shoot for a little bit and then you get like a supercharge one. Every 5th enemy killed by a bullet explodes into wildfire, inflicting damage equal to the amount received on death. Cool. I mean, inflicting damage equal to the amount received on death, I don't, like with the laser, I don't think we're going for very big damage. That seems like it would go hard with wind up strike though. Gain a circle-shaped proximity marker, causing nearby enemies to be slowed and take more damage. Emit a trail of particles that inflicts psychosis on enemies, making them take 15% more damage and move 20% slower. Interesting. Upgrade options on the left are random based on where you are in the tree as well as the skill. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Let's go with ricochet rounds. Okay. I like how kind of immediately we're getting really cool upgrades. This isn't namby-pamby plus 10% fire rate, as I say, as immediately as I get fire rate plus 20%. Okay, laser trio. 3 guided layers can be active at a time. That sounds rad. Let's go for that. So definitely want the experience gets pulled towards you upgrade. Looks like we didn't get it. Movement speed and pickup range. I mean, that sounds good. Or 25% chance for every shot to be a charged round, dealing double damage. Killing an enemy with a single shot has a 100% chance to ricochet. Once again, that seems really cool with wind up strike. Not really good for what we're doing right now. Damage all enemies revealed. Radiation. I mean, that seems kind of cool. We're kind of going for like a bit of a area sort of thing right now. Uh-oh. Okay. I was a little curious why nothing was showing up. No lasers. Okay. So we can slow their projectiles. We can do bleed. Increase our vision rate. I do like that because the vision rate's kind of pants. Spawning meteors. That's cool. Let's go with more vision. This is where I like to be. I like to, in roguelites, I like to get to the point where I don't have to work anymore. I want the system to do my job for me, please. Spawn a sentry which aims and shoots at wherever you're aiming. Oh, wow. Let's go fire rate. Seems like it works well with the ricocheting. What the heck is that? Yeah, okay, you can die. You can get murderized. Thank you very much. Thank you. Laser show. 5 guided lasers can be active at a time. Hot dog. Okay, feeling pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, this is super satisfying, right? Like, they're not shying away from letting you be very strong, which is great. Choose weapon perk. Ah, that's where these come in. Enemies hit by a bullet are slowed down. Bullet damage up. Fire rate, fire rate. We're gonna go fire rate, right? Visually impactful. We got some screen shake. I know a lot of people don't like screen shake. I think it's really cool. I think it feels very satisfying. I like that even though we can't see the bad guys without the light, we can see our effects that are happening, and our effects can even hit the bad guys, highlighting them and making them visible, which is great. Makes me feel powerful and like, ooh, I'm making good decisions, because if I can just light up the whole screen, I don't really need to worry about vision, right? You can start to feel kind of clever. Spawns a temporary vision circle on a nearby enemy every second. Sounds really cool. Okay. Love it. What the heck is that? Okay, it's dead, whatever it was. Human centipede. Okay. Radiation damage increased by 10% for each enemy revealed in vision. We are kind of getting some amount of vision sort of thing. But with radar and everything. Come on. Just die, please. Oh, we got you? Okay, good. And levels are coming very, very quickly. Damaging enemies inflicts shock. I mean, we're doing a lot of damage, so that seems good. Procking on damage effects seems really good for this laser situation. Enemy designs, pretty simple. You know, we haven't seen anything. Okay. Now we're starting to get some more interesting stuff. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay. And I know I'm on... They're so hard to see. And I know that's the point, but like even when they were in vision, it was still kind of hard to see those monsters. Okay, so I'm guessing that's our run is getting to there. Let's go ahead and restart. I don't know if there's any sort of like meta progression or anything. You feel OP really quick? Yeah. Yeah, they're not afraid to throw seemingly really strong upgrades at you. Which is great. Like, that's exactly the way it should be. There is meta progression. Okay. We did ricochets last time. Oh, burn would have been fantastic last round. Let's just get more vision. More vision, more move speed. Vision is kind of what roasted me last time, is I literally just couldn't notice when there was something about to stab me in the face. Sure, we'll go stab snares. We got our Koopa shells circling around us. How much do these do? Yeah, I mean, they're not amazing, but I'll take them. Could have been that would have saved my life last time. That was risky. You can get new guns by purchasing them in the... Okay, so that you buy those guns. You don't like unlock them. Understood. Thank you. Pressing space will dash, giving you immunity from taking damage and freezing nearby enemies. Jeez. Oh, but you use up a snare. Interesting. Okay. Every 3 seconds, your next shot will fire a missile. Yes. That sounds great. I will take a guided missile, please. There we go. Ah, jeez. Good, and there is some homing on it, because that's the way that the ability description sounded, is that there would be some amount of homing. Glad to see that that is the case. On death, enemies will explode into 2 smaller projectiles of whatever killed them. Exploding a chain... See, okay, right? Of whatever killed them. Totally take note of that. That is such a key phrase, because now, theoretically, I'm going to be getting missiles exploding into bigger, smaller missiles. I'm not seeing it happen. Yeah, not seeing it happen. Yeah, sure, we'll go flashbangs. What about the spinies? Yeah, I'm not noticing the shrapnel thing happening. Is it like on a % chance? I'm seeing it happen with regular bullets, but I'm not seeing it happen with anything else. Which kill enemies create additional projectiles. I mean, that sounds super rad. Temporarily increase fire rate. Shrapnel triggered by upgrade only projectiles. Blaze, lightning bolt, etc. Deals double damage. Okay. Reinforced shrapnel trigger will create 2 additional projectiles. Okay. What's the chance of that skill to shrapnel? I mean, it doesn't say that there's a chance. I think it just says on death, enemies will explode. So I'm curious what's going on there. Let's keep going down that path. It still seems really good. Even if it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. Hey, Queen Anne, good to see ya. How are you doing today? Flashbangs will stun. Oh, shrapnel projectiles dealing more damage. Yeah, let's do that. Got him. You're good? Yeah, we're doing great, thanks. How are your projects going? Circle vision slows down enemies by 20%. That is cool. Sure. It seems reasonable that you'll be in circle vision a lot of the time as the game progresses. Given that, you know, I'm sure there'll just be so much on the screen that the majority of the time there's going to be something close to you. Projects are good. We're looking to make a Steam page. Hey, that's wonderful. Congratulations. That's a huge milestone. Okay. Radiant missiles. Bullet damage is temporarily increased by 10% for each enemy killed with a single missile. I'd rather go for this bottom upgrade path. So maybe we'll leave that for a second. Go for bulk rounds, because that will buff up our shrapnel a little bit. Got a big one. We got a big one. Not a tick? What the heck? Okay. Oh, we got cockroaches. So, are all the bugs big? Or am I very, very small? Kills with shrapnel temporarily increase fire rate by 5%. That sounds really good. Because, like, if I'm in their world, I'm just a little guy. Like, sure, that's not cool of them to be predators, but, like, I'm kind of invading their space, you know? All right, shrapnel projectiles, which kill enemies, create additional projectiles. Sounds amazing. But if they just all of a sudden got big, they haven't, like, paid their dues yet, you know? They haven't paid the price to be evolutionarily sound. They gotta put in the sweat. Okay, we got guided laser again. Ricochet rounds just, I mean, it does seem like it's gonna, of course, combo incredibly well with shrapnel. We're excited about it. Prototype is looking sharp. We're looking to enter it in events coming up, hence the Steam page. Super cool. So, which project is this for? Because you've had a couple of them that you've been working on kind of simultaneously. So what is it that's getting the Steam page? We haven't talked about a lot of the UI here because it's just very minimal. Like this XP bar, super simple. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this. Like you've got plain white text and then you got like getting really close to plain white up here on that gradient. Just makes it a little bit hard. You can see they put the drop shadow on level 15 to make that a little bit easier to read, but I mean, whatever. Like, it's simple, but it works. It works just fine. Endless U. Cool. Very cool. I can't wait to see that keep on going. I loved seeing the big graphical update with the new character art and everything. That was really cool to see. Projectiles will pierce through an enemy. Also sounds amazing. Wow. Okay. Great. I believe we've made it past where we were on the first round. Definitely cruising. You don't need to see anything if you just have bullets flying across the entire screen. Look at all these missiles I've got. I just noticed that. Yeah, feeling strong. Maybe not quite as much spectacle as the lasers had, but still feeling pretty good. We haven't been able to do a whole lot with the boss. Oh, what is that? A tarantula? Movement speed up. Seems good. Or shrapnel triggered by upgrade only projectiles deals double damage. So that could theoretically be the missiles, right? Yeah, it was great getting to see kind of some more life getting poured into that and personality. Have the alien language mechanics and everything been maintained, or did those fall off the scope chopping block? Okay, we're not even at halfway damage on this thing. Goodness gracious. All right, we're at the halfway mark. And everything's fine. Thank you. Goodness gracious. All right, all right, all right. It's shooting out of its tenta-legs. Oh, we have a giant flaming border around us, hemming us in. Great. So we are knocking off limbs here, so I need to actually be aiming, which will be my death knell. Hey, we got him! Easy game. See, everything's fine. Everything's so easy. Uh-oh, did that take me to a new level? Okay, cool. I was a little worried I just lost all that experience. So that was just a bomb? Didn't even like give me a level or anything? That's kind of weird. Okay. Go hollow point. More bullet damage, bullet size, bullet speed. It's gonna combo with everything else a whole lot better than everything else there. Can I pick this up or will it get wasted? Okay, good. It did just add it on. Good. Great. I was really worried it would just say, hey, you're already at full health. Lol. Those did fall off the scope. Unfortunately, the language will be present in the game, but the player will no longer be translating it. Got it. No, that makes sense. I know that was something you were kind of contemplating way back when we first tried it out on the stream. I think it makes a lot of sense to cut that. To a certain degree, you kind of just need to match genre expectations and all that fun stuff, although I'm sure it was a tough, kind of heart-wrenching decision. Yeah, let's go with... Yeah, let's bump up our shots more. Get the screen just filled with super bullets. Ooh, that's another big bug. Goodness. What is that supposed to be? Like, it's vaguely insectoid, but I don't, like, recognize it as some... Same with the little guys, I guess. I don't really notice them as anything. Was that a beholder? What was that? Ow. You go away. Give me your juicy experience. Thank you. There's separate game types that don't play well together. At least it would be really hard to find a way to merge them, right? In a way that would make a lot of sense. So I don't blame you at all. That's probably the right call for sure. All right, getting a lot more bullet damage. Jiminy Christmas. Definitely feeling the pain of not having very much pickup range. We're going to find a way to merge Plinko and idle / incremental game. Sure. I think you've got a good bead on a lot of that, though. I think you're going in a really solid direction. I think a lot of great incrementals that we're seeing nowadays are essentially just very satisfying thing to watch, and then make it even more satisfying to watch. Every third shot will have 3x bullet speed. That sounds good. Every 5 seconds, fire rate, bullet size, and bullet speed are increased by 50% per spin. That also seems good. Enemies hit by a bullet are permanently illuminated. Oh, gosh. These are all really good. Jeez. Being able to just... Vision seems so good. You know, especially when we're, like, exploding everywhere with these bullets. The odds of us getting caught unawares going down dramatically seems phenomenal. Enemies revealed in vision. See, like, that's the thing, right? Enemies revealed in vision take 25% more damage. We're gonna be putting them in vision every time we hit them. It was, like, really tough on people. It was hard to make the call, but in the end, it was clear that it was the right decision. Each was good, but the switch in brain mode I observed in the player during testing. Yeah, I can totally understand that. Good for you for being able to, like, observe that behavior in testing. I think a lot of the times, especially in today's day and age, we just depend on, you know, throwing something out there and seeing what sticks. And I think there's just a whole lot of value to being able to observe people interacting with it. It's a lot harder, but it leads to insights like that. So I've built things in Unity. I come up with new ideas and ways that mechanics are going to work. Nice. That was important to the process. Absolutely. That's great. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Definitely buffing the amount of damage things take while in vision. Jeez. Yeah, what I thought was going to be like the big runaway hit here of the missiles has ended up being only kind of helpful. Like, far and away, bullets are doing the work here. Like, we're one-shotting the small guys, we're killing bigger dudes in 2 hits at most. Just making this whole screen super dangerous. Vision delay. Enemies are slowed down by 20% for 2 seconds after being revealed. I think I know what I'm gonna get. Figured out something interesting, some interesting combinations I haven't. Oh, really? Interesting. Like what? The revealing in vision and making everything light up? That one? Or... Knowing you, Blade, you probably spent a good amount of time on this. Out, get out. Yeah, very cool. I mean, that speaks a lot towards the design of the game, right? That they've made such interesting systems that can hook into each other. What the heck is that thing? You ain't no bug. Get out of here, Cthulhu. This is a big challenge of game design is how do you make systems that can interact with each other in interesting ways? This is a really good case study for a game that has managed to do that in a lot of clever ways. And I think this vision thing is not only cool like that for atmospherics and for creating an interesting challenge, but also because it gives them such a powerful lever to pull for their game balance. I went with as much vision stuff as I could. I just didn't find the permanent vision thing. Got it, yeah. Flashbangs will freeze nearby enemies. Yeah, let's go for that. I love that we're one-shotting these little dudes. That makes it so easy to manage the battlefield. It's gonna be really hard for this guy to pin me down because of that. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Holy cow. Okay, we got out. Good. He's on his last segment. Feeling good. Nice. Kablooey. Sentry would have been better. Interesting. The does that shoot bullets? I don't actually know. I should take a look at that next time to see if it would combo with it. Jeez. Those centipedes really do good things for this build. Pretty sure it combos with your current build well. Okay. We'll have to take a look next time it surfaces. Electricity also seems good, but Wow, 60% bullet damage, 60% bullet speed, and 40% bullet size seems even better. It tanked our firing rate, but that is a huge stat bump. Hey, can you die? Come on. That was close. There we go. Get out of here. We're one-shotting scorpions now. Feels good. More shrapnel. Every 4th shrapnel triggered will create 2 additional projectiles. Yes. Oh god. Can I pick all of them? I would like all of those upgrades, please. Thank you. Okay, everything's fine. Woo! All right. Ticks. Coca bloom. Coca bloom. Coca bloom. Mini kablooms. All right, we got Assassin Cthulhu again. Not feeling too worried about him. I think we figured out how to kind of maneuver there. All right. Light break. Shooting an enemy revealed in vision will slow them down. Seems good. On impact, flashbangs will split into 2 more flashbangs. Let's just get 8 million projectiles. I have been noticing the flashbangs splitting off on shrapnel. Oh, geez. Great. Yeah, this is super satisfying. I understand why it has nearly 3,500 positive reviews on Steam. I mean, it's free. You can buy a supporter pack for like $5. So that's a pretty generous offering considering the quality of like the roguelike progression. The shooting itself is like, you know, it's fine. The enemy designs, like I like the style and the art and everything. Crab and enemy crabs. But like really the thing that is gonna pull you into this game is the very well done roguelike progression. And that's fine, right? You can have a somewhat substandard thing. I mean, this is what Vampire Survivors especially taught everything, right? No moment-to-moment gameplay of Vampire Survivors was interesting. But it was the progression, the upgrades that really hooked people, and then the satisfaction of seeing those upgrades at work. Enemies revealed in vision take 50% more damage? Oh, we've got to go with that, right? Jeez. Given that, like, everything we hit is in vision, I mean, Jiminy Christmas. Reroll is free. Okay, I've been wondering about that. I haven't found any results where I'm like, I don't really care about any of that. But I have been wondering how they manage the rerolls. So do you just get like 1 free reroll per thing, or can you reroll forever? What are the limits they're putting on it? 1 free reroll per thing, per choice. That makes sense. One free roll per reroll per level up. You can also delete. Is that like a ban? Fires 5 flashbangs at a time. Jeez. Damage of each ricochet is increased by 50%. I want more levels. I want to get all these cool things. 5 flashbangs at a time. Seems really good. Okay, 3rd boss. Here we go. 15 minutes in. That's a big part of the screen that's danger zone, right? Okay. think we're gonna be okay here. Not feeling too concerned if these are all the attack patterns. That is to say, there's only 2 of them. Okay, glad I didn't eat it there. That would have been embarrassing. Although typical. Yeah, this guy is getting wrecked. Jeez. Starting to lose limbs. Nearly down. What is that thing? What was that? Alright, there we go. I don't totally know what this is. Like, it feels like more than just screen wipe. Feels like I should be leveling up there or something. So look at all those flashbangs we're sending out. Jeez. Go. Good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Woo! Eruptive missiles. Missile damage is increased by 200% of increases to bullet damage? Guess what we've been boosting up a whole bunch this entire game. Jeez. So missiles are going to start popping off again. $305. So we need to get way more missiles on the board, because those are doing good work. We're gonna take a hit there. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot we could do on that. Okay, so we need to kind of like dash in where the cone is smaller when he does it. Sentry doesn't look like it would combo with his own. Oh, okay. So it doesn't use bullet damage or anything. It's its own damage. They just shoot 10 times. Sure. What is this arrow pointing me towards? It's not pointing me towards anything. It's a bullet. Okay. I was looking for meaning in all the wrong places. Okay, we can thread that needle. Yep. All good. Correct. What is this thing? What are you? Excuse you? Burning Man? What are you doing here? So you'll also notice they do bring in some good design work in kind of every area here. The danger areas, they're not just red shapes, right? Let me turn this down a little bit. Jiminy Christmas. They're not just red shapes. They have really good line work that is immersive but not distracting, right? Pay attention to that. Just very simple geometry, and that's really all this game is. All of this is just simple geometry put together in an interesting way. Enemies outside of any vision move slower. Bullet damage is temporarily increased by 2% for each shot landed on an enemy. Resets when a shot is missed. But a raw increase of 40%. Would that count like ricochets and shrapnel and stuff? Because if so, I think we're probably going to be missing a good amount. Like, we'll rack up a lot of hits, but I think very frequently those things will miss. Enemies revealed in cone vision will be frozen after a second. That's cool. I think we go for this guy, honestly. Every third shot will have 3x bullet speed and deal 2x bullet damage with a raw 30% damage upgrade. Although Suppressor is also really good, making them move 30% slower and fire rate goes up by 50%. We just have so much comboing off of bullet damage, though. I think we go Lucky Bullet. That may be a mistake, but we'll see. Oh, geez, walked right into that. Okay, this will be a good opportunity for let's delete burn, and then quick draw would not be bad, but I'm gonna re-roll here. Every time a bullet damages an enemy, has a chance to become a charged round. Yeah, there we go. Every 8 seconds, spawn a sentry, which aims and shoots at whatever you're aiming, wherever you're aiming. Shoots 10 times before. Yeah, it doesn't specify if it's like my bullets or not. Will fire 50 shots before disappearing. Spawn a sentry every 4 seconds. Emit the same vision as you. That would probably be cool. But I think there are other things that are going to be cooler. Yeah, I think we go more explodies. Even though it is hurting my fire rate even more, which hurts my soul. But we are at the point where, like, we're killing these elite bugs before they can even get a hit off. That feels good. Jeez. I wouldn't mind more ricochet upgrades so that I can be, like, focusing more time and attention on bigger dudes. And those ricochets can start doing a little bit more work on the small guys so I don't have to distract myself with them as much. Oh, jeez. These thorns honestly have come in clutch a good amount of times. Okay, we're at 20 minutes. I'm assuming that's the last boss. What the heck is that for? Where are these guys? Get a look at these guys. Oh, jeez. All right, not a fan of what's happening here. Ouch! Jeez. Oh, there we go. Wow, rude. So we didn't have enough killing power to kill off the ads, and they were blocking my movement, so I couldn't escape the beams that this guy was putting out. That's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. I think I'll do one more run on this. But in the meantime, let's talk about, basic Octalysis stuff. Let's talk epic meaning. Not a clue. I have no clue what we're doing. Looks like, oh, not every weapon costs the same amount. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, no clue what the plot is here. All right, take care, Queen Anne. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. So good to see ya. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate ya. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I was gonna go Scythe because I really like non-traditional weapons, but it's just like throwing a boomerang. That's not a Scythe. That's a boomerang. Let's go Greatsword. Why not? Greatsword unlocked. Let's do it. Now we get these things. Boss heart pickups heal you fully up to your current max health, but they can no longer increase your current max. Oh, interesting. And you get more move speed. Move speed would have been super crucial for me to be able to have survived that run. Deal 150% more damage, but also take double damage. Sounds terrifying. No thank you, Silk Song. For each full heart you currently have, plus 20% bullet damage, minus 4% movement speed. Interesting. So this is very Yuck Yum design, right? It's very hard to pull off Yuck Yum. It kind of makes me not want to do any of these, to be honest. Yuck Yum can be really cool and create interesting decisions. These are just kind of terrifying. Like, losing 10% movement speed is a big deal. Movement speed is decreased by 20%. Heal fully up to your current max health or gain an extra heart if already full. The game hasn't even started yet, though. What are you talking about? Well, heal up to full win. Goodness. I think I'm going to skip all these. I can see you can kind of min-maxing these, but they're so hard to keep in memory, especially without any icons. They're just numbers. It's very hard for me to like retain in memory, oh yeah, I have these things set up, and I should be going for this sort of ability. I think this system could use some work. I would like some way to be able, like, when I add things, give me a readout of like all the changes that I'm making to my character. Give me icons on here so I can engage my visual memory and pattern recognition. And tone down the yuck part of these yums so that the yums are a little more enticing. In my opinion, I'm sure that if you master this system, you'll be able to make incredible things, but it feels so bad to take any of those. All right. We got our grade. That's a big sword, to be fair. Big sword. Ouch. Great start. Oh, that is the danger with melee weapons. When there's contact damage, range is king. Okay, let's go for quick draw. I think being able to swing this thing a lot faster is going to be a big boon. If I can turn into a blender and just spin to win, we'll be in a good spot. That sound effect is a little grating, though. They need some modulation on that, some random modulation. Huge increase to range and fire rate. Do I technically have bullets since I'm doing melee? I guess technically, because they did change the text to say the buffs apply to melee, but bullets seems a little weird to me. All right, there we go. Now we're getting a little bit safer. This is feeling good. Hey, Prodigal, good to see you, friend. How you doing? No, it's about. Good to see you, Prodigal. Hope you're doing well. Your room lost power. Oh, shoot. Small groups are saying hi. All right. Thanks for coming in and hanging out and saying hi, Prodigal. Hope you're doing well. Shooting an additional projectile sounds interesting. Okay, yeah. So we got 2 great swords. Oh, gosh, dang it. All right, no problem. We just have to kill a boss. No problem. Add a hat. All right. I got you, friend. All right. Melee damage and melee width. Every 6 kills, create a current following where you're aiming. Deal damage to things in vision. Killing enemies temporarily increases fire rate. Resets after 3 seconds without cannon. Yeah, let's do that. More range seems really good. We're doing a lot of damage. Ooh, we're back down to 3 hits to kill these things. That's rough. Oh, God, that was close. I'd like some sort of indicator to say, hey, this is how long you have left on your timer. Definitely wouldn't mind that. Sure. Doom rounds. would you ricochet? Fire projectiles faster at the cost of accuracy. Sure, I mean, damage goes down a lot. That's gonna suck, but 50% fire rate increase sounds bonkers. We're down to 1. Oh, we're screwed. Oh, we're so dead. Oh no, this was a terrible, terrible idea. Down to 1%? Or 1 damage? That's crazy. I thought I'd go down to like 3. I thought we were doing 6 damage. Jeez. Yeah. This isn't it. This isn't it, folks. Oh, I'm just trying to hunt for experience that has dropped anywhere. Oh god. We've slowed down our leveling so heavily. I don't know that there's gonna be a whole lot of coming back from this. Okay. That was so risky. We desperately need damage. Anything that will give damage. 25% chance when damaging enemies to inflict bleed, dealing 10 damage. I mean, maybe that might be a good thing. I know we have melee damage plus 20%, but is that going to actually do a lot for us? Do we just tank our damage and go for stuff like bleed? There we go. Yeah, much better. Look at all that. Oh. Perfect. Now we're catching back up. Perfect. I think we're tanking our melee damage. For a kill with a Doom round, any leftover damage going over the enemy's remaining health will be added onto your next shot. Well, this is not great, but whatever. I feel committed already. Call it sunk cost, if you will. Ooh. Experience. There we go. Weapon perk. Damage 5 enemies with 1 slash to freeze them all for a second. We might go for that. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for that. Ah! Shoot. This was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend this. I could totally see why it's got so many positive reviews. I think it's really well done. I think there's a lot to really enjoy. A whole plethora of weapons to choose from. Lots of interesting progression paths, unique builds you can make. I think this is done really well. Lots of empowerment. Feel amazing. Lots of accomplishment when you're getting rid of these giant mega bugs and everything. A lot of the times our boss monsters in games don't necessarily feel quite like boss monsters, and they've done a good job with that here. Especially kind of crawling out of the void into your vision. You only ever see parts of them at a time. Very cool. Not a whole lot of social influence other than, hey, it's free, which, you know, seems to be working in their favor. And then, what else? We've got ownership. We just saw in the stream people saying, hey, I've played this. You're discovering things that I haven't. That's a lot of ownership and accomplishment mixing together. Very, very good. Lots of randomness, lots of unpredictability. I would probably like that beginning circle to be just a little bit bigger. It feels, especially when you're melee, really tough to not run into anything early on because it's just so hard to see stuff. But there you go. I think there's a lot to really appreciate about this. Definitely go give it a shot and give it your own analysis. See what works, see what doesn't. You can see the ground texture. Even the ground texture is just cellular noise generation. There's not even a sprite for that. That's just generated, I'm sure. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not, but gosh, it really seems like it. So yeah, there you go. Go check it out yourself. Hope you have a great time. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the suggestion, Blades. We're going to be streaming again next time. We're going to be playing 2XKO. which is the fighting game from Riot Games and the founders of Evo. I'm hearing really good things about it. I want to see what they're doing, and I want to see how they kind of accomplish all that. So with that, take care, folks. Thank you so much. Catch you next time.